talk about a big play. Hey, you don't get any bigger than that.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A first down throw for Mills. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion left goes Cooks. Now a first down carry by Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
Certainly.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught left side by Hardman. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
separate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Taylor Muse gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got to the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have cut the lead back down to 2. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, Mills. Hauled in on the out route by Melton. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Mills. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Working out of the gun, Mills. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. They go play action. Mills going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. The Texans had 7-4 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. This pass complete to Melton. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now they send a man in motion right. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Jones will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Throwing, Mills.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Davis Mills
keeping it himself from 8 yards out.
And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, fans of old school football, they got to be loving this, partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all 3 on the ground.
And when you say fans of old school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominate the scoring and pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
On play action, Mills
steps away.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Play fake, Mills.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Second and goal from the 6 this time. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Mills. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Weber.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Foyesade Aluakin in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
Slot man moves right.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Weber. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing now is Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Mills now looks to throw on first down.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Now Mahomes, eluding the pressure right toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Mahomes to throw once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He finds his man complete. It's Weber. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. His throw incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Harris.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to the play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Play action now. Mills.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Bo Melton.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. So
down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Mahomes will throw for it.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Back now in Houston, for the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
There he goes, right side. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mills. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Houston. Evan Ingram, 94 yards.
And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TV.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the postgame.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he rifles one incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Look at this. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game.
And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 75 yards.
And the Texans have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Yellow, yellow.
The slot man in motion right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
On third down, here's Jones. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
That one looks like he'll throw here. There again is Cooks, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
A first down throw for Mills.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From way up at the 23.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He finds his man, complete. It's Weber. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Slot man moves right. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Weber. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. Mills on first down.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense